Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Zulu. So today we have one interesting discussion under probability, but specifically the continuous random variables. So the question that we have reads to say the continuous random variable y has the probability density function given by this one. So this is the probability density function we're given, and it says if -2 is less than or equal to y and less than or equal to 2. So this is the conditions which they have given us. Otherwise, if it doesn't obey this, then the result is 0. So they're telling us to say we should find the probability that y is greater than 1. So here is like we're just dealing with the area under the curve. Why? Because we have been given with an interval. Remember, continuous random variables, they deal with an interval, and that interval is found with using the area under the curve. And if we are finding the area under the curve, we use what is referred to as integration. So remember, they want the probability from 1 all the way to we don't know, but they have given us a limit, so it can only move from 1 up to +2. So we have 1 up to +2 there. Then this is the function which they have given us, the probability density function. So for us to find the area under the curve, remember under integration, if there is a constant outside of a bracket, it can be factorized so that you take it outside the integral. And if you take it outside the integral, this will be your function. Then, having made this function, so we now need to just rephrase it. Remember, we need now to find the integral of this function which is inside, and for us to find the function which is inside, we know for sure that we have done integration in the previous videos, but I will attach a link in the description of this video, either in the description or the comment section. So we know for sure that for us to be able to integrate, if there is no variable, which means there was y to the power 0, which means when we integrate 4, it will be 4y, and when we integrate y squared, it will be y cubed over 3. So this is the integral of this expression which is there. Then remember, we need now to share 2 and 1. So immediately we share 2 and 1. This is how our equation will be. So remember, we have 3 over 32, open bracket, 4. So this 2 is basically for the right hand side. So we have a 2 here minus 2 to the power 3 over 3. We have a minus, open bracket. Then this one goes on the right hand side. This is the left hand side of the equation. So we have a 4 and a 1 here minus a 1 to the power 3 over 3. So this is the expression that we have derived. So having done that, let us just compute the numbers which are here. So we have 3 over 32. Then we know for sure that 4 times 2 is 8, and 2 to the power 3 is still 8 divided by 3. So this is the expression that we have, and 4 times 1 is 4, and 1 to the power 3 is 1 over 3. So this is the expression that we have. So what we do here, let us just solve the fractions inside. So here we have 3 over 32. Then we know for sure that this here is the same as 24 minus 8 over 3. Then also here it is the same as 12 minus 1 over 3. So this is the expression that we have. And we know for sure that 24 minus 8 is equal to 16 divided by 3, minus 12 minus 1 is equal to 11 divided by 3. So this is the expression that we have derived. So having done that, we just continue. Remember, if the denominators are the same, you just subtract the powers. So here you have 5 over 3, and you multiply. Remember, 3 and 3 here can cancel, So we can just go directly by dividing 5 divided by 32, and we get the value to be 0.156. So this is how basically you calculate the probability of y being greater than 1. So the other question that we have is for you to find the probability of y is less than 0. So if you have understood what we have done and we have explained, you can pause the video so that you try by all means to attempt. Then you continue playing it so that you verify if you are correct. So let us continue together. We know for sure that for you to find the probability of y is less than 0, remember the limit which has been given in this case is this limit here. So you can only move from 0 all the way to negative 2. Remember, negative 2 is less. This time we cannot move to 2. So we are using the integral. Remember, it is still finding the area under the curve. So we are moving from 0 all the way to negative 2. Remember, always the bigger number is always on top and the smaller number is always down. And you get the probability density function which you have been given, which is this function which we were given. Then remember, we are from finding the integral of this. So we will just go directly by writing the integral for you guys. So here we have 4y minus y to the power 3 over 3, 0, negative 2. Then having done that, we just distribute 0 to be on the left hand side and negative 2 to be on the right hand side of these two equations, where we need to split these and share these equally. So we have 3 over 32. Then here for sure we will have a 0 minus 0 to the power 3 over 3. So this is the equation that we have on the left hand side. Then we subtract with, so we have 4 and negative 2 minus negative 2 to the power 3 over 3. So this is the expression that we have on the right hand side. So we know for sure that if 0 is a numerator and if any number is multiplied by 0, the outcome is just a 0. So here we have a 0, and 4 times negative 8, negative 2 is negative 8. Then negative 2 to the power 3 is negative 8 divided by 3. So this is the expression that we have on the right hand side. So having done this, we just continue. So remember that here negative times negative is positive. So we have positive 8 over 3. Then we know for sure that this here gives us negative 24 plus 8 divided by 3. Remember, we have a negative which we haven't tempered. We have a negative here and the 0 just follows. So we just close our brackets like this, where we have 3 over 32 outside here and 3 over 32 outside there. So we know for sure that negative 24 plus 8 is negative 16 divided by 3. And remember, you have a negative and a 0 here. So we know for sure that negative times negative is positive. So we have 16 divided by 3. Remember, down here you had 3 over 32. So 3 and 3 there, they can cancel. 16 here 1, 16 there 2. So the probability that it is less than 0 is 1 over 2 in decimal 0.5. Remember, under the probability density function, it is always the derivative of the accumulated density function. And by all means, your number or your answer should never exceed 1, because every probability is out of 1. Your host, Gordon Zulu.